Thank you, thank you. Please have your seats. Thank you very much. First of all, let me thank all of you for once again showing your interest in the development of Region 6, the development of your community by turning out here in the midday coolness and turning out in such large numbers as we seek to continue our people-centered approach to government. We believe strongly that you, the people, are the foundation of our government, you're the center of our government, and you are the top of our government. And our job is at every level to ensure we reach you, we hear you, and we serve you with dignity and pride, and that is our greatest honor. I also want to join my friends in thanking all of you for your support for me and the People's Progressive Party Civic, and to let you know that that support will be met with continued hard work, continued commitment, continued love. And for those who did not find the conscience at this time to respond to a government that has delivered beyond and above on all its promises to you between 2020 to 2025, and to those who might have been misguided, and those who might have allowed the lure of falseness and the lure of mistaken identity to capture your souls, you still have the blessing of life to see, to hear, to understand, and hopefully to correct your decisions in the future. We are a government committed to serving every single person. We are a government that will never shy away from our responsibility in service to the people of this country. I've said to this new cabinet that the government must operate from every administrative region. And when I say the government, I mean all of government. So we have decided that every single month, for at least 2 days, the government will be in a different administrative region, with a cabinet meeting, cabinet outreaches, and an integrated government platform to listen to people and to resolve challenges and issues on the ground. We are taking an approach to government in which we want people to be held accountable. We want performance indicators, not only to be there on paper, but to be there to measure the performance of those who are paid to provide public service. And if they cannot perform the service they're paid to do, then they will have to be removed from such service. There is no shortcut. I'll give you one example. The government has awarded the building of the bridges on the main public road. And you have seen the slothfulness of the contractors and the engineer who is supervising this project. I'm astonished that liquidated damages are not yet applied. And from my information so far, these contractors seem disinterested in the completion of these bridges. I've instructed the permanent secretary and the procurement head to take all the necessary action that would ensure these contractors are not awarded new projects until these bridges are completed. And that if it is, I've asked the finance secretary to examine if it is that the project engineers are delinquent in the management of this project from an administrative perspective. That is ensuring that all the administrative requirements are in place, allowing the government to take action. And if they're not in place, the finance secretary is aware of the powers that are vested in the system for action to be taken, and action will be taken. That is for these bridges. There is no excuse anymore. There cannot be excuses. We pay for services from the government, and those services must be delivered efficiently. There is no shortcut to this. That is why we want to build a future that is driven on a technological backbone, so that we can track issues, so that we can hold people accountable, so that we can improve efficiency, and so that we can enhance transparency. And one of the things that is critical to this is you, the people. You, the people, signing up to the tools that the government is making available to you and using those tools. The same time you spend on social media, spend it constructively, examining the opportunities that government is providing for you online, the ministry's website, ministers' pages, so that you can be connected with positivity. You must lead and live positive lives. It is not for the government alone to create an enabling environment that will allow you to achieve and accomplish your full potential. It is you, your own responsibility too, to reach out, to seek. Seek and you shall find. Knock and it shall be opened upon you. Ask and it shall be given. But remember, how do you ask? You ask without greed. You ask with kindness. You ask with truth. You ask not for thyself, but for thy brethren also. This future that we are building, let us, very simple things that you take for granted. The free Berbice River Bridge that you cross is saving this region every year hundreds upon hundreds of millions of dollars that you would have paid to cross the bridge. Where you think that money is going back? It's going back to the economy here in this region. You buy more, you use that savings to enhance your home. If you're enhancing your home, you have to buy construction material, you have to get laborers. Am I not right? When you remove the VAT on electricity and water, when you increase the pensions for the elderly, all of these are things that you take for granted. And we live in a society where it's unfortunate that, as one of my regional colleagues put it, that there was someone who thought he could have bought his way to power. And buy his way to power to avoid paying for his criminality. And we must not shy away from this, because every day they are on social media playing the victim role. Every day. And we must be honest enough to recognize the truth and the facts. And hold people accountable. And we all, this country, all know the truth. My friends, the future that we are building is one that is people-centered. I see this young lady here in her training uniform, right? Sarah Potter College. Stand up so they can see you. How old are you? 18 years old. How long would your training take? And you will be a trained teacher with an associate degree in education. She's 18. How much years finished for you so far? So at 21, this young lady will be a trained teacher with an associate degree in education, earning a salary equivalent at that time or close to any other teacher in the region, in this CARICOM region. At 21, point to another country that offers their young people that opportunity. A trained teacher with an associate degree, all free of cost by this People's Progressive Party civic government. What's your name? You talk to young people. Tell them what inspired you to be a teacher. You go ahead.
Hi, good day everyone. My name is Akil Musa, 18 years of age. I recently started to be a teacher because, well, I mostly love to help young people. I mean, the youths are the future of tomorrow, and they need a little more push. I work at the Amsterdam Special Needs School, and I love helping the less fortunate and so forth that need more help, more patients that don't have it at home, and so forth. And I plan to also, so yes, and this is also starting phrase. I also want to be having my own organization one day it's gonna be something like an orphanage, but mostly with love and so forth. Thank you.
That is the future we're building in Guyana. That is a story we want to hear. A young woman ready and willing to work hard for others, ready and willing to work hard and serve her country. You didn't hear her speaking about the lure of a Lamborghini. You heard her speaking about hard work, commitment, love, service, unity, and people. That is the future. Those are the persons we must lift up. And if you're looking for a role model, look at these type of young people who are well positioned and are pursuing a path of honor and dignity. That is what you're pursuing, young lady. And she raised an important issue, and let me tell you about that. Over the last year and a half, many persons raised with me the issue of, especially young people like you. You're 21, you'll be a trained teacher. If you want to start a family by 25, 26, or whatever age you choose, you then have the decision to make. If you want kids, how are you going to balance your professional life with the kids? So I have to make those same decisions too, trust me. So I take them with me sometimes. So what are we planning to do? Over the years, we have trained a number of persons under the WIN program, WIIN. And that is training people to take care of children in child care and taking care of the elderly care. So we were thinking how we can build facilities in which our elders, in which our young people can have their children taken care of in a safe environment, care centers, while they pursue their professional and other goals, or in the case of the elderly, while they're taken care of. And we are going to announce a series of measures very soon to support those persons to enhance their facility so we can create business opportunity for thousands of persons trained under the WIN program in child care and care for the elderly. Government will have a subsidized program so that the parents don't have to pay the full rate. The government will intervene so that children will be taken care of in a safe environment. And instead of having one facility or two facilities in the region, we will have hundreds of facilities creating hundreds of jobs across the region. We will also be we're working out a mechanism to give special tax incentives and special support for parents who have children living with disability. Because we know sometimes at least one of that parent would have to stay home to take care of that child. So we want to have an incentive system that would also help that parent, either in tax incentive or direct transfer, so that those children can also be taken care of. So you have a government that is matching your love at a national scale, because we love every Guyanese. And we want the best for every Guyanese. Those are measures that are people-centered. We also want our community facilities, our grounds, our recreational facilities, all to be enhanced. We have started. There is still a lot of work to be done, but we will get that work done so your children, your family, your parents, your grandparents, your mothers, your wives, your daughters, they can go in a safe environment for wellness, for health, and for recreation. We want to build out those facilities across the region. Because recreational infrastructure is essential in living positive lives, in living wholesome lives, in living productive lives. We also want to build a food infrastructure in this region that is going to allow us to increase the food production, but also to add value to that food production. We're going to focus specifically on vulnerable groups, including the small business support. We are going to launch next year, before the end of the first quarter, a special development bank that would give small loans interest-free and collateral-free. I can talk to you about all the infrastructure, the new Berbice River Bridge, the 4-lane road, the stadium, the housing development, the private developments that are coming, the hotels, the hospitals, the malls. I can speak to you about investment in D&I, but you know this. You know all of this. We want you to be ready. We want everybody to own a bank account. So we're encouraging you. And I'm going to ask the Minister of Finance, the Finance Secretary, to bring the commercial banks out to the communities, in the markets, in public places, so that they make banking service more accessible and make establishing the account. They've already simplified it, but making it more people-oriented. Because it's important in a modern economy where we are going to digital payment, digital wallets, that you have these bank accounts to assist you in transactions. We're building in this region a complete security infrastructure and architecture that is going to keep you safe. Very soon, we are going to launch what we call the One Guyana, all of Guyana Service Delivery Center. One in New Amsterdam, one maybe in Port Morant, and in Coratine. This center would have all of immigration services, passport service, birth certificate, driver's license, all of GRA services, NIS services, pension services, and importantly, a help desk. We call it Help Connect, that is connected to an integrated platform that is interlinked to a national help desk that we have established at the office of the President. And we have Captain Smart here, who is in charge of overlooking the work in that unit. So that desk will be at every one of these locations. So that if you are not satisfied with something, you go to that help desk, you input the information, it goes into the integrated system, and it gets to the highest level to be looked at. Because we don't want anyone to be left without service. So the focus of the government is not only the building out of the economy, the diversification of the economy. It's about improved level of service. It is about making living easier, creating a friendly business ecosystem, creating an environment that fosters love, care, service, transparency, accountability. Building a system that is system-based and not human-based. Removing discretion, removing biases. Those are the things that we are focused on in this first year. In making and allowing citizens to enjoy the journey of receiving government service. And you have to help in this. Whilst you will not be denied any benefit if you don't have a bank account, it makes it easier for you, more comfortable, if you have these things in place. Today I can say to you, in this region, anybody with an engineering degree without a job, nursing qualification without a job, an engineering diploma without a job, an engineering certificate without a job, a heavy-duty operator without a job, or a pharmacist without a job. Anybody in this region with those qualifications without a job, I can tell you that we can employ you at this moment. Bring your CV and test us. There's no other country that can tell you this. We had 5 or 6 advertisements for engineers in the last 6 months alone. 1 application coming. Ask the private contractors. Every day they're complaining. We can't find workers. We can't find workers. So, I am convinced that once we all work together on this trajectory, once we work as a team, once we work in support of each other, we will build not only an economy and a country that we are proud of, but we will build a system that delivers consistently at the same level of service to the people of our country. But hear me now. A system is only as good as the people who use the system. So we can have the best system, but if you still want to find a way to beat the system, or if your only intention is to find the back door or the side door, then you will be contributing to the problems we face. So you have a responsibility too to do what is right within the system, to follow the system, to work with the system. That is the only way the system can deliver. When those who are entrusted with managing the system and those who are using the system allow the system to function and the system to work. You can't want to turn up at 10 o'clock and to get ahead of a line of 10 people, you decide you can give the security guard a raise. That mindset must change. And that takes the collective effort of all of us. You can't want speed down the road. That is why we're putting the electronic ticketing system. And when the police stop you and say, participate in some transaction that is illegal, you're part of the problem. So together, we have this region, in 5 years, this region is going to be changed completely. The investments that will be made, the infrastructure, but the people must match transformation by also transforming the way we think, the way we treat the environment, the way we treat our children, the way we behave in our homes, the way we behave on the street, the way we treat our bodies. Those are decisions that reside in your hands. But that is why we are called a community. That is why we are called a region and a country. Because a community is meant to uplift each other, not to pull each other down. And this future that we are building requires all of us to push forward, to push together, not against each other. So today, I say to you, the future is ours. Let us work together in making it count for this generation and the next generation and the next generation. I thank you, and God bless all of you.
I'd like to thank the President and the Ministry of Housing for a house lot that I have received and for all the benefits the community has received. Thank you, and continue to do what you all do. The mom of a 2025 CXC graduate, and sir, under the PPP government, you have break my generation course. With tears in my eyes today, I want to thank you that this year I have a son that wrote CXC and passed because of you. Thank you very much.
Welcome, and we are very proud of you. We are very proud. It's not only because of me and the government, it's because of you. It's because of your sacrifice. It's because of your love and everything that you went through. Your son is benefiting from it now, and you should be proud of yourself. Proud of what you have done for your son.
It's because of you, sir.
To do is to congratulate the three persons that's sitting on your right side, President, for the hard work, the endless work, nights to morning, being there till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, right, to acquire what we did. And the President, I know from the President too, he works endlessly. Sir, we are grateful for you as our President. You're a kind and giving President, and we love you for that. Once I was at a meeting many years ago, and you were referred to as a nursery school child they're putting to be a president. And I could proudly say now you're a university graduate as a president. You did me so well here, sir. We enjoy each and every benefit that you provide, right? If a person doesn't want to raise his standard of living, he's lazy right now, sir, right? He's lazy because you give each and every household the opportunity to do better for themselves, and for that, the Amsterdam Region 6 people here, I am thanking you on behalf of them.
Good afternoon, Your Excellency and other members of the table. First of all, I must thank you on, first of all, I must congratulate you on your second term, your well-deserved second term. You work very hard for our country and our community. You well deserve it. So, as a youth from Angais Avenue, it warms my heart to see the amount of development my community has reserved. Many may say it's just roads, bridge, and infrastructure work government is doing. But I have personally seen, first of all, which is not true, but I have personally seen many youth from my area being able to provide for their family and their friends and enjoy a really good standard of living from those same bridge, roads, and infrastructure work that you have been put out. So I have to thank you for that, sir. Also, I have to thank you for the many programs that you have started, especially the Men on Mission, because I have seen many single parents, young mothers as who have been given house, live, and many other benefits from your government, sir. It is said a good leader surrounds himself with good people or like-minded people. And I look at your table in front of me here, sir. I've seen many great leaders that you have given to our community to guide us. So, sir, I pray that Allah continue to grant you the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to continue to guide our nation in a positive direction.
President, good afternoon to all of those of the head table.
He must come himself and will solve the problem.
Good afternoon, Your Excellency. I'd like to take this time to thank you. Also, I want to say that one of the youth has had the opportunity to benefit from the Guyana Gold Scholarship Program. And also, I want to thank you as well. I have been given the opportunity to benefit from one of the community works, and it's been a blessing for my family. And I want to thank you for that also.
My name is Dr. Vashti Latif Budran, and I'm an educator of this country. I'm here to give compliments today. I'm proud of the government because I see three things: a vision, a mission, I see feasibility, and further to go, sustainability. And that is what I'm proud of. I'm the director of a Dignity Initiative Workforce and Development Foundation in the United States, but I'm a Guyanese to the bone. And I'm proud because I'm also a recipient of the cash grant. So I came here and I received my cash grant. I'm proud of the work, and what I love and I'm seeing is diversity, and it brings joy to my soul. Being an educator for 25 years in this country and going abroad, it's beautiful here, I can tell you. And I want you to continue that journey, and I'm here to support with the service that I can offer here. Thank you so much.
President, head table, Member of Parliament, Mr. Jamal Hussein, our cluster heads, Mr. Carol Trim and Sean Smith, our new chairman, Mr. Basant, and our new minister, Mr. Zulfikar Ali. Thank you guys for being here this afternoon. My name is Jeff Roberts, and I'm the boxing coach here in Amsterdam. And I would like to say that in 2023, I met with the Vice President, I met with the President, and we talked about building a gym here in Amsterdam. And since that time, it is already started in Angais Avenue, Timmersdam. But I also like to say I have a good team I'm training, and I've been getting all the help here in Berbice. At the head of the table helping me is two people who sitting right there at the table, Ms. Carol Trim and Aubrey David, who has been really instrumental in financing when I got to go to Georgetown and things like that. Not forgetting our member of parliament also, Mr. Jamal Hussein. I have been getting great help with the team.
And we are going to continue to help and support you. I want to ensure Jamal, I want to see a champion coming out from New Amsterdam. We have to help them.
Well, having said that, Mr. President, we already start producing champions. We have a young man named Terran Wins, Mr. known very well. He went to the Caribbean Championship, won gold. Went back to the OECS again I was there with him both times in St. Lucia, won gold. They weren't happy with that. They brought a guy from Dubai to come against this kid, and he won. So we're doing well in Amsterdam.
Yeah, we got to push him. Whatever support you need, let us know. We want him to go there, get to the Olympics, and bring gold for us. We want these talents to come through, okay?
I'm working very hard, and that's why we help with everyone.
And because we have about 6 or 7 boxing coaches around the country doing an amazing job.
Correct.
So I'm going very early next year, we're going to have a one Guyana card.
Nice. I like that.
And hopefully we can bring the card here in Berbice.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. On that note, thank you, head table. Thank you, everyone.
I want to say my name is Juanita Burrows. I'm 50 years of age, and I want to say that I must say congratulations to our Excellency Mohamed Irfaan Ali, my boy, for giving me the opportunity to further my study at the University of Guyana at this age, accessing the gold program, which I'm happy and I'm proud because I topped the program. Community in emergency, respond with distinction. and I received a medal 2024. And now 2025 this afternoon, I have another class with human resource management. And so I'm pleading with all you wonderful Guyanese citizens to take the opportunity to don't leave yourself down, but to further your studies and access these free university programs which will be beneficiary to you, because next few years from now, I want to be a junior minister, and I am working towards that because I want to be a part of the People Progressive Party civic, train the movement, the development, and the program, because I didn't have the opportunity under the APNU government. And I am moving from the PPPC for nothing. All right? Because my life has been transformed under the PPPC government. I run a non-governmental organization which many of you access the services and know my integrity, my honesty, and my loyalty when it comes to my community, the people of New Amsterdam, and all the social issues, because at the end of the day, the United Bricklayers ensure that the government and all the work of the government, not only in roads, infrastructure, but also our life of our people being transformed. So I want to say thank you to our Excellency, thank you to all the ministers, thank you to our new chairman who I had the opportunity to work with the Ministry of Education, and also Ms. Trim, Mrs. Amal, who always pushing the entire cluster with Ms. Trim and Mr. Smith. To you, Aubrey, I want to say to you and Jeremy Trim, keep up the good work. Continue to embrace, continue to support, continue to look out for our community, our region, and all those who are vulnerable, because without you people, we could not have done it. One more thing, Mr. President, I like Public Works to make sure that they give us our little contract money early, because it goes back to the community. They take very long to pay us, and I don't really like that. Please look into that for us, please. Thank you.
Mr. President, I want to thank you. I want to first of all congratulate you on your resounding victory. I am one person, and I'm totally convinced, and I think I've said it to you over and over, and I've said it to anybody who would listen, that you are very interested in bringing this country together. You are also very interested in the development of each and every Guyanese. I could tell you, I sometimes text the president some long messages, and it takes, the longest it will take for him to answer me is half an hour, if not before. I love you, and I want to see the best for you. As I said to you, I'm praying for you every day, that God will continue to bless you and keep you and grant you the peace that passeth all understanding and the wisdom to continue to guide this country.